Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on a Hulu TV show called Reboot, a show about a show being reboot, starring Johnny Knoxville and uh, uh, Key of Key and Peele. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 9, available at Amazon.com. Also, I think it's Judy Greer, too. I mean, it looks like a good cast, and it looks like they are making fun of Hollywood. But God, I'm so sick of these shows, but I mean, it looks okay. Definitely Key is on point, very funny. He's doing the thing where like he auditions for like a tough guy, and then he drops the persona to talk about his time at Yale Drama School. He's got a relationship, a former relationship with Judy Greer, and now he's in a committed relationship. Oh, and Paul Reiser plays the original creator, the old school comedian guy who clashes with the brand new woke comedy writers who, I got to give them some credit. They seem to be making fun of the new writers, but they're kind of tolerating him, I guess. And then they've got this like actor who was a kid when the show started, but now he's older, and his mom still comes to the set, and Johnny Knoxville bangs her. So, I mean, it looks fun, you know. It's a lot of jokes about people being too old to get stuff and coming back into the fold of the new TV. And, but you know, it's not a bad concept. I love the cast. I mean, I love Judy Greer. I love Key. I love Paul Reiser. I love Johnny Knoxville. I hope he does a little bit of stunt work. He probably won't, though. You know, and I even love that, let's see, September 20th, I think. I even love that they're making fun of the new woke, you know, sort of diversity hires, which seem to be plentiful in this. But ultimately, I don't know if this show is going to really hit because sitcoms are so, like, over. I mean, television is over as part of the problem. Like, almost nobody's watching TV. Like, I get it. I totally get all these jokes. This is totally my kind of comedy because I'm a TV guy and I write and I've been on set, so I get all this stuff. It's like I was laughing throughout the trailer, so it's funny to me. But my question is it going to be too much inside baseball for an audience now? Because so many people are like, you know, you take a kid. Like if I grew up with YouTube, I don't think I ever would have gotten on to watching television. There's so much on YouTube, right? Or stuff on the internet, essentially. So the formatting and the money involved, at this point, it's almost like these people are like royalty from a past time when there was a ton of money in television. You know what I mean? And they were lucky to be working this job. Now there are people who they'll do sitcoms. I mean, John Byrne, famous comic book artist, is doing his own version of the X-Men. He's just drawing it and putting it up. Apparently. I haven't seen it yet. I've been dying to go search for it, but I mean, that's the guy who drew the X-Men. And he's just continuing it like, F it, I'll just do it. And there are guys who do their own TV shows online. They do their own movies. They do their own everything. If you grow up with that, where literally anything can happen, right? And I follow guys like The Quartering and, you know, Tim Pool sometimes, all kinds of guys. You know, I'm following all this weird stuff, Sticks and Hammer and Townsend's, all these things. It's like this stuff was completely different from that. It was scripted. It was, you know, we all knew what it was. Like, we all knew it was like a really bad play. Like, sitcoms are essentially a bad play with a bunch of horrible jokes and dad jokes in them. But the only reason they were popular was there was nothing else to watch. We didn't have the internet. So people watched TV because what else are you going to do? Well, I guess I could go out and do something, which other people did. But if you were just sitting at home, you didn't feel like doing anything, you'd turn on the TV. There was sitcoms, or more sitcoms or 1 hour dramas. Maybe you'd watch a movie. Now, like, television, the internet has exploded. Has exploded. I don't, I can watch half of a movie. I could watch a scene. Sometimes I just watch a scene from a movie, right? Like today, I was looking for the scene where Rorschach says that line, that famous line, like, about like people will be drowning in their own filth, and when they look up to me and say, "Save us," I will say no. I'm butchering the line, but it was something like that. I was looking for it because I wanted to like quote it, and I watched it. And you can do that now. You could just watch moments. You don't even have to watch a whole show. I don't even have to watch. I mean, I review trailers. I don't review shows 9 times out of 10. I don't have time to watch them anymore. There's too much stuff. So you're going to tell me somebody's going to sit through this entire episode and get the jokes of how much effort used to go into TV shows that weren't even any good. I mean, it's this much, and they're going to be making fun of other people who did other shows. I mean, it's kind of a one joke thing. And you're going to have to get into the characters, and it's a show within a show, and then Judy Greer was on like a Star Trek knockoff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the pilot, the first episode's probably going to be killer, but they're going to be out of jokes probably by the second episode. Because by then they're going to be back doing the show, and it's going to be, it's going to be like the Larry Sanders Show. Or what was it? Yeah, the Larry Sanders Show. I guess that's what it was called, Gary Shandling Show. Or, the other shows that have been about Hollywood and about making stuff. Hollywood loves to make shows about itself. So, like, I get it. It's called Reboot, but it's really a reboot of an idea they've been doing over and over and over and over again. So let's read the synopsis here. A dysfunctional cast is forced back together and must deal with their unresolved issues in today's fast-changing world. See, again, their unresolved issues are going to be hard to relate to because they were all rich celebrities back when TV was, even now, you can make a lot of money on TV. You can basically live the rest of your life. If you do a sitcom and it was syndicated, you basically can live the rest of your life if you don't live like a maniac. The series stars Keegan-Michael Key. Yeah, I always forget his name because his name's kind of complex. Keegan-Michael Key. Judy Greer, Johnny Knoxville, Paul Reiser, Rachel Bloom, Callum Worthy, and Christy Marie Yu. Stream Reboot September 20th only on Hulu. And again, it doesn't look bad. It's a show I would like. I just don't see the audience for it today. Like, the attention spans have been ground down to nothing, and you're talking about an era that's that quickly disappearing. This would be like, let's do a sitcom about movie theater and how it operates. Movie theaters are leaving. They're going away. So, could a sitcom about a movie theater work? Sure, for the people who remember them. But they are going to be an ever-shrinking audience now as they go away. And as kids grow up, movie theaters won't probably be a thing. It'll be like a novelty, like, I don't know, like going to miniature golf or something. Yeah, twice a year you go to the movies. You go to the movie theater or go see a play or sit around and listen to a radio play. It's not going to be something you do like every weekend like we used to. It's changing. And then, of course, modern issues are going to be thrown in here because, see, it says they have their unresolved issues in today's fast-changing world, which is code for, yeah, we're going to make everybody from the past look like dinosaurs because they're not woke enough. And they already put a joke like that in the trailer where, like, Paul Reiser is saying, like, is this some sort of, like, diversity internship? And then one of the guys who's obviously gay because he's super effeminate says, "Oh my God, I can't believe that." Which is ironic because it's supposed to be making fun of people who aren't woke enough or are dinosaurs behind the times, when in reality what it does is send a message, gay femboys are always gay. There could have been a gay guy who went, excuse me? But you wouldn't have gotten that in a 10-second trailer because he wouldn't have a feminine voice. So, anywho, would I watch this? Yeah, if I could watch it for free. Otherwise, I'm not going to buy Hulu just to watch this. If I see it somewhere, I'd watch the first episode. I would guess that the first couple episodes would probably be killer. Everything after that, it's going to be a tough sell. It's going to get tougher and tougher as the characters, the funniest bits in this show is going to be the characters auditioning or the other shows they did or the things they did outside the show that you never really see, right? That's the funny part, right? Interesting characters who were on this sitcom where they were like a really tight-knit family, but they're all a-holes that really hate each other for various reasons. Right? So Key has a relationship with Judy Greer, but in the show, Judy Greer, I think, is married to Johnny Knoxville, and they have a kid. But, they didn't get into that in the show because it was just a stupid sitcom. But, of course, in the real world, things got complicated. And, is it going to be funny? I don't know. Anything that touches woke usually is so tainted, it's not going to be funny. So, it could go right down the tubes. Because this show has to be funny. There's no other reason to watch it. If this show isn't the funniest effing thing ever, it'll be dead in one season. Just gone. Now, Johnny's good. I like Johnny. And Key's great. So, it could be funny. But it's all in the writing. It's all in the writing. So, Paul Reiser's a good sign. So, maybe. If you got Hulu, I would check it out. I think it got a shot at it being good. Maybe this is part of the new move, not to get woke, but keep in mind Disney does own, I think, most of Hulu. So I don't know, man. It's a close call. But it's called Reboot. It drops September 20th, and that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. Don't forget, I will be at Lucille's Luncheonette on Saturday at 9 a.m. for a book signing. I know that's a little early for a book signing, but it goes to 1 p.m. And the best part about it is you can eat at Lucille's Luncheonette in the Pine Barrens in Warren Grove, New Jersey. Don't miss it, and we'll see you in the next one.